Ranganathan, what do you make of this?
Good evening, Rahul. No, you're absolutely right. Look, what is happening in Punjab is quite frankly scary. Rahul, as you said, we both are children of the 80s, and we remember how, for all practical purposes, all of us thought that we had lost Punjab forever.
Yeah.
There were daily buses were raided, people were brought out and killed point blank. There were transistor bombs until KPS Gill came along. Sadly, we don't have any KPS Gills anymore. And Rahul, even though I talk as a layman, only aware that there are experts much more knowledgeable on these matters than I am, General Bakshi is here, I want to put forth a common citizen's perspective. As I see it, there are three issues here. Number one, there is no doubt that the Punjab state government is proving itself to be wholly inept at handling the law and order in the border state. If it isn't the daily drone attacks across the border, the drug mafia murders, the blasphemy killings, horrible killings, it is the police stations being run over by Khalistani separatists and anarchists to get alleged kidnappers released. As you say, it's a wild, wild west out there. The situation is exacerbated by a lackadaisical coordination between the center and state forces, including the intelligence. Number two, 3 years ago, ORF fellow Sushant Sareen wrote a seminal piece forewarning us of exactly these dangers, Rahul. He called it the conflation of Khalistan with Kashmir. Just as you said, in context of the Kartarpur corridor, the ISI, which has worked tirelessly to create a compact between the Kashmiri and the Sikh diaspora in the West, will seize, he wrote, an opportunity with alacrity. In 2000, during Vajpayee's regime, the ISI chief Javed Nasir had made a similar offer. Vajpayee saw through it. But 2 decades later, we didn't. Number three, and this is most important, Rahul, a lesson not given is a lesson not learned. One must not shirk away from blaming the center too in all this developing mess. Let us not forget how anarchists and middlemen and Khalistani separatists and supporters were mollycoddled by the center. Their every illegality went unpunished for a year. Remember the anarchy at Red Fort? Modi and Shah not being able to stop violence, vandalism, mayhem, or the mob carrying swords and other weapons from driving to the heart of the capital of India and hoisting a flag illegally at the Red Fort, a symbol of our democratic independent identity. The inevitable vacuum that is created when justice and rule of law whooshes away gets filled by anarchy and bloodshed, and exactly that happened. Worse, many of the cases against the rioters were then withdrawn. 17 of them, if I seem to remember correctly. Worse still, the Supreme Court stayed a silent spectator in all this mayhem. Rahul, just 30 seconds. How can we claim to be a great power
Rahul, may I?
when we can't even prevent a few hundred anarchists from removing the Indian flag from the Red Fort? Or can't, please don't interrupt right now, I didn't interrupt you, or can't protect our police stations from being run over. Don't just...
The debate.
1 minute, please, let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
So I just politely asked you, can I...
Sanju Verma, please, let him...
Have I finished?
Let him finish.
I don't want this man to be lecturing me on your debate.
Let him finish. Please let him finish.
Can I rebut?
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Doctor,
Rahul,
go ahead.
This is just really...
Finish your point. Finish your point.
People. It's really rude and indisciplined people.
Yes.
So as I'm saying, don't just...
24/7 and you're talking...
It's not a crime to lecture anybody. Just 2 seconds, please. Doctor, yeah. Finish your point.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I can be allowed to finish my point uninterrupted. As I'm saying, don't just blame Kejriwal or AAP. Modi and BJP are equally to blame. And you don't believe me? You can ask the AAP sympathizer there whether Bhindranwale was a terrorist or not. I know what the answer is going to be. But let me tell you this. This is a BJP MLA. Can you read what he's saying? He's asking the center to apologize for Operation Blue Star. And he's saying he's defending Bhindranwale. So let us be frank here. The problem lies on both sides.
And I just want to make a quick, and I want to bring in General Bakshi also. Please, just 1 second. General Bakshi, KPS Gill appointed DGP Punjab Police in 1988, if I'm not mistaken. That was under Rajiv Gandhi's government. You need to send in someone who perhaps can do what he did effectively. He was, of course, excuse me, appointed twice, 2 terms, 91 to 95, 88 to 1990. So, General Bakshi, where are we falling short?